I'm here to exchange with you why I think it is so important for all of us to be fully engaged on the UNDG business operation strategies and the common service packages. So 5 imperatives from where I sit, which I want to share with you. The first is the global strategic development imperative. With the SDG agenda, we have no option but to improve the way we deliver and what we deliver to countries. To do this, you cannot think about operations and how we organize ourselves on the business front as an afterthought. This has to come right up front when one is doing strategic planning, visioning, and program design. The best of our business operations side are those who ensure that it is part of the way we work, for example, with data, the way we work with stakeholders, and the offer that we make in terms of a whole change package that makes us a better UN delivering for people we serve. Now, it is also important when thinking of business operations that we should bring our UN norms and standards into what we actually deliver on the business side. So for example, greening, using the best green technologies, looking at human rights when we discuss issues of procurement. So you see, you've got to be at the heart, at the very beginning of these conversations of the UN's role and contribution in a country. A second imperative is that the UN Development System's global policy framework is underpinned by an ask from our member states of a different way of doing business operations. So for example, our QCPR, which is the quadrennial policy review mechanism that stands as our guiding policy framework, has multiple references to what we should do on the business operations side. Let me just take a couple of them. Consolidation of support services at country level, and in fact, where we can, to move to common United Nations service centers. That may seem like a big ask for some, but it's the direction that our member states want us to move towards. Another is to look at common support services, not just at country level, but also at regional and global levels. And there are many more. Now, a third key imperative is that we have established standard operating procedures for delivering as one to make this easier on our country colleagues to work together across many core elements of our program policies and operations. So delivering fully on the standard operating procedures also means that we've got to deliver on the business operations strategy. Now, we have 54 countries today that are formally recognized by governments as delivering as one. But the standard operating procedures and the business operations strategies is for everyone. They're good business practice, so why should they be voluntary? They should be for all of us. In fact, in the new QCPR coming on, they will even take on the conversation around mutual recognition of each other's best practices, both services and products. A fourth imperative is that the results speak for themselves. And here, I'm not going to go into details on this, but I would urge you to look at the midterm evaluation of 5 boss countries, Lesotho, Ethiopia, Malawi, Rwanda, and Tanzania, that show you the efficiencies gained, the savings, and the transaction cost reduction by applying the business operation strategies. And finally, the fifth imperative, making it very real. And this is where we come to using the common service packages. These are the actual building blocks in your implementation. They are both about quality and about cost reduction. So I would strongly urge you to use these packages, save time, learn from the best practices of others, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel yourself. The end goal is very clear. We want to make sure the UN has world-class operations that underpin our contribution to the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.